back to Isa's Chaos Kitchen. Today I felt like orange chicken, so I'm gonna make it. I don't know if I can say that this is like legit Chinese because I'm not Chinese, but I don't know. This is more like a PF Chang's copycat. So this is actually a pretty simple recipe and it's pretty quick. The only annoying thing is the deep frying, but whatever, it's not the end of the world. You will need orange for the orange chicken, of course, ginger, garlic, chili flakes, this garlickies, small garlics for garnish, also sesame seeds, I forgot to get it. Then soy sauce, sesame oil, vinegar, brown sugar, and I hope I have enough because I forgot to buy some, but I only need 1/4 cup, so I think I'm gonna be good. And of course you need chicken, which is in the fridge. So let's get ready to cook and let's measure out our ingredients. I'm gonna do beer battered chicken because I feel like beer batter is the best way to batter. And I have beer and I have flour. So you should do 1 cup of flour to 1 cup of beer. So the batter is smooth and there's no like flour balls. Now remember to salt your batter so it's not just flour flavored. And tablespoon of cornstarch so that the batter a little bit, crustier for deep frying. Make sure that this is well mixed. I was thinking about this because you know how like Tex-Mex is like American Mexican cuisine, like border cuisine, like Texas and California, like Taco Bell people love saying like, oh, Taco Bell isn't real Mexican. It's like, no, it's not. It's Tex-Mex. It's the point. It's like, it's a fusion of cultures, Burritos as well as Tex-Mex, they were originated by cowboys. Because I don't know if people know this. Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, and California were all part of Mexico. They were like really up in the north and they were like, we don't want to deal with Mexico anymore. So they had their own currency and shit. And so they called the US like, hey bitch, what's up? You want to help me out to independendize myself from Mexico? And then US was like, sure, Jan, we'll help you be your independent state. Turns out they were lying. That's the Mexican-American War, where Mexico was like, dude, what the hell? And then the US Army ended up going to Mexico City, and they literally just arrived in Mexico City, and they turned to the president like, yeah, we can fucking invade you, so don't try anything. And then Mexico was like, cool, okay, thanks guys, bye. And then so Mexico was like, okay, leave us. This was Santana. Santana sucks. Santana is an ex-Mexican president. He was like flippity floppity. He had no allegiance to anyone. No allegiance. He's like the Mac meme of like, I'm always playing both sides, so I always come out on top. Like, that's Santana. So he signed over like half of Mexico. And then these states were like, dip, so now can we be like our own country? And then the US was like, you thought you're not part of us, bitch. Anyways, just imagine that all of that, like, block was kind of its own country in a way. And that was, like, cowboys and zorro and, like, mining and shit. My history may be incorrect. I haven't had, like, Mexican history in a while. But, yeah. So, that's Tex-Mex because it was its own little country, state situation. So, I was thinking, like, what is the name for Chinese American? Okay, so I'm gonna go get chicken. So you need about 1 kilo of chicken. Just chop this up into like, bite-sized pieces and just throw them in your batter. It's a separate thing, right? It's not Chinese food. It's like Chinese American. Can you comment down below the Tex-Mex, like Chinese Tex-Mex? Like the name for Chinese American cuisine. Okay, so now that your chicken is cut up, make sure that all the pieces are in the batter and equally coated. Okay, so now you make sure that all your chicken pieces are covered. So cover this battered up shit and put it in the fridge. So now let's mise en place. She mised on my place to like meal prepped. So you need, what do you need? Let's do this first because I hope I have 1/4 cup. I think we're gonna make it. Oh shit. So I have like 1/8 cup. This sucks. But, so if it's supposed to be 1/4 and 1/4, then it's supposed to be 1/2 cup of sugar in total. Therefore, I will do the amount I have with normal sugar, and then I will do the rest with brown sugar. You should have all your ingredients, but I forgot to check. Why am I doing this like this? Okay, so this is the 1/4, and then here You just have to get to a half because math tells us that 1/4 and 1/4 is half. Ta-da! We need the juice of 1 orange, a big one. I hate when citruses don't come with seeds. I'm trying to propagate here. I feel like I should get a free seed every time I purchase a citrus. Where are my seeds? Supermarket. And then you have to do 1 tablespoon each of garlic and ginger. Wow. How to take care of your ginger skin. So what you do is, you grab a small spoon and you peel it. And then you grab your grater. This is how you get an arm workout in. Okay, so with this grater, you kind of get like this paste. So it's easier. Okay, so, ooh, are these the ginger shots? And then, the cool thing about garlic, you can like put it in the tablespoon and then you can figure out how many you need. So I think I'll do like this, 5. Okay. I'll just do this big one, I don't care. Look at this massive thing. Oh my god, giant garlic friend. Who cares? Let's clean this up and we'll be back in a bit. So, we're gonna have to measure out another things, but put oil to boil, not boil. Heat your oil to... I have old oil because I don't know if you know this, but you can reuse oil to deep fry. I think 3 times? But yeah, you shouldn't throw out your oil. Yeah, I'm doing about 1 cup of oil because we're gonna be deep frying in batches. So heat up your oil. Okay, so you have sugar, garlic. So now you need 1/2 teaspoon chili flakes, 1/4 cup vinegar. It says like this is like super fancy, and it says with mother, like kombucha, and it does have the mother in there. But it's so creepy when it says with mother, like, ew. But yeah, the mother. Mother. You know the Meghan Trainor song, Mother? God, I hate that song so much because it's like white women thinking they're down with the gays just because they're white women. And it's like, why do you think you're like a gay icon? What have you done for the gays? Me off so much like, I am your mother. You listen to me. That obviously comes from drag culture, like it's giving mother. But it's like, she's not a gay icon. So why is she suddenly like, it's giving mother? So cringe, dude. Now, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. 2 tablespoons soy sauce. Then it was 1 tablespoon of sesame. I'm just gonna do a, you know, at the end. At the end, at the end, at the end. So you do need 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of water, but we're not adding the water yet because you have to do, so you know how in Chinese food you have this like stickiness at the end where like the meals get this like nice little gooiness to them? That is all made thanks to cornstarch, because cornstarch creates like gelatin, I guess, a little bit like gel in a way. When you have a lot of water, you add cornstarch and it creates this, like, it makes the sauce a slurry. It's called cornstarch slurry, but you can't directly add cornstarch into a meal because then it will clump up. So you need to distill it in water before you add it slowly into the sauce. We'll see it later. So, how to know when you can start deep frying. So you take a chopstick and you put it in the oil. And if it has bubbles, does it have bubbles? Yep, you know that it's nice and hot and ready. So take out your deep fry tool. Take out your chicken and we're gonna do it by batches. Beep. See, it's deep frying. So we're gonna put this to put the chickens, because since we're batch doing it, I'm not saying any real words. Charola, we need a tray, paper towels. Anyways, what I was saying about like women thinking they're immediately gay icons just because they're women in pop or whatever. Like, what have you done for the gays? But I feel like everybody wants to be a gay icon now without doing the work to be a gay icon. It's just like... Mother, it just pisses me off. I don't know, it pisses me off. I don't know, what do you guys think about the word mother? I hate that song. I've had it stuck in my head, but it's just really annoying. Like, why are you appropriating drag culture? Please, you're like the straightest woman ever. I'm mother. You're not mother, darling. Anyways, I'm gonna deep fry all the chicken, and I'll see you in a jiffy. Okay, so let's chop up your garlickies I'm gonna use them to throw him on top. That's what I'm adding. Garnish. So just get the green part. So you leave up to the white part. I'll do two. And yeah, just kind of cut them like as much as a... Oh, and your chicken is ready. The last of your chicken has been deep fried. Look at all the deep fried chicken. Deep frying is so messy in a pot. I either need to get a deep fryer like my parents have, or I need to cave and get an air fryer. I might cave and get an air fryer. I've been like, I'm not gonna get an air fryer for some weird. So let's finish up cutting this because we're gonna throw it in at the end. So here's the garnish. And now let's make our sauce. Get a big old pot and I'll see you over there. So we've got all our mise en place ready to go for the sauce. So there's a little bit of oil in this pot. In medium heat, add your garlic and your ginger. Sorry, I forgot the word. Okay, so once your garlic and your ginger is cooked, you add your chili flakes. And make sure to cook them, and 20 seconds, that's it. You just want to aromatize it. Once you're sure that's it, you add your sugar in. So try to kind of melt the sugar as much as you can. So once you see that the sugar is kind of melting, that's when you add your orange juice. Ooh, it's smelling orangey. Hell yeah. So make sure to like scrape the bottom for the fond. I don't know if you see this, but like you were kind of creating a crust with the sugar. Try to scrape that as best you can. So once you're passing your spoon and you don't feel like it's getting stuck on crust, you know that the sauce is kind of made. So with that, add your vinegar in there. Don't let it burn off. And then add your soy sauce and let it cook for a bit. So now, as I was saying before, you need to make it like a gooey sauce. So this is where you make your cornstarch slurry. So you have your cornstarch, and you have to add 2 tablespoons of water into that. And so this, you have to mix it, because if not, it gets super like hard. So you have to make sure that the cornstarch is dissolved in the water. So once the cornstarch is dissolved in the water, you can add it in slowly and mix it well. So now the cornstarch is gonna start making the sauce saucier. As you see, the viscosity has gone up because of the cornstarch we added. So now that it has this like maple syrup consistency, then you know you're good to go. So your sauce is good and gooey and delicious. So now let's add our chicken in there. Mix it well. Make sure that all the chicken pieces are evenly coated. Now here at the end, add a drizzle of sesame oil. Ooh, that was more than a drizzle, but whatever. Whoever complains about too much sesame oil. So it's smelling nutty. Oh, look at that. It's golden and looks, oh my god, it smells amazing and looks delicious. Get your little plate with rice. On top, some orange chicken, green onion, and sesame seed. Woo, that was too much. And then, let's try it out. Oh, that's so good. It's like sweet and sour and delicious. And the sesame oil gives it this nutty flavor at the end. That's what I'm talking about. Mark this one out in your top faves. It's worth it, but maybe deep fry in a deep fryer, or maybe do it in the oven, because that's the boring part. But the sauce is very quick and it's a great recipe. Anyways, make it, enjoy. Bye.